In this video, I'll show you how to transform classic muffins into a super galactic trip. 3, 2, 1, bake off!
I trained all my life for this day. I trained my mind, my body, and my taste buds. And now I'm ready. I'm ready to be the first chef to travel into space. And viewers, I got you a ticket to ride with me.
The plan of our mission is to explore the wide solar system from our kitchen. And to go to space, we'll need a spaceship. For the rocket, we'll need a chocolate egg, sprinkles, and ribbon candies for flame!
To infinity and beyond! Oh, sorry. I'll always see space through a child's eyes, but less playing and more cooking. And you can't travel through space without a proper ship.
To build your rocket ship, just grab a chocolate egg, cut it in half, be careful not to break it, brush with melted chocolate, and dip it into your favorite sprinkles. When a rocket wants to shoot up into space, it needs to overcome the force of Earth's gravity, which pulls it down. Then, it uses the concept of action-reaction, the third law of Newton.
Engines look good. Beginning roll program.
Blow up a balloon. The air that flows in this direction, that's the action. If I let it go, this is the reaction.
Earth acts like a magnet on everything. This is gravity. To overcome Earth's gravity, the rocket expels a crazy amount of gases downward. This is the action. At this point, a rocket uses 15,000 gallons of fuel every second. This is 1,000 cars with a full tank per second. Based on Newton's theory, the reaction propels the rocket forward and finally lifts it off the ground.
A rocket needs flames, so let's give it flames by using this sour candy here.
Put 2 ribbon candies between your eggshell, brush the section with melted chocolate, and combine. Cut the tips into triangle for a nice shape.
Look at that, our beautiful chocolate candy-coated rocket ship. 3, 2, 1, lift off!
Space conquest has always been a human fantasy. Until the 20th century, it stayed pure science fiction from books or movies. But then, Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, a Russian engineer, published in 1903 a book in which he describes the first rocket ship, accelerating then the operation of space conquest. But who are the first spacemen? One day in the 16th century, the Emperor Wan Hu set up a chair with 47 tiny rockets full with gunpowder. His goal? To reach the moon. But as you can guess, well, nothing went well. In 1957, the first living being made it into space. Her name was Laika, and she was the bravest doggo in the universe. On the 12th of April in 1961, Yuri Gagarin became the first man to reach space in a rocket. On the 18th of March, 1965, Alexei Leonov, a Russian cosmonaut, became the first man to get off his ship and float into space for 10 minutes. 3 months later, on June 3, 1965, the American spaceman Ed White became the first American to float into space. He stayed up there for 23 minutes. Finally, in 1969, on the 21st of July, Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and Buzz Aldrin made it to the moon. And the rest is history, guys.
Guys, I made it. I'm the first chef who's made it to space. Now let's discover what it has to offer.
For the next step of my recipe, we're going to recreate the solar system into a cake by using a simple muffin recipe, buttercream and cake pops as planets. For the muffin batter, mix your butter, sugar, and vanilla extract in a large bowl. Add the eggs and mix again. Slightly pour the flour with 1 tablespoon of baking powder, then pour your batter into muffin molds. Once baked, cut off the hats of your muffin and save it for the cake pops. Pipe some buttercream and spread it all over to stick these all together.
All right, we've got all our different colors of the night sky here. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna spin this.
Our solar system is composed of 1 star, the Sun, and 8 planets spinning around it. The first ones, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are rocky planets. This means these are mostly composed of rock or metals. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are gas planets, which means that their mass is mostly made of gas.
To make the planets, I'm going to be using cake pops with 8 different colors of chocolate plus 1 for the sun.
I shape the planet with muffin leftovers and buttercream and stick it on a wooden skewer. Now let's learn our solar system. Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun and is also the smallest. It has no atmosphere, so it is extremely hot by day and ice cold by night. Venus. Venus is the hottest planet of the solar system. It's covered with volcanoes and dense clouds that produce acid rain. Surely not my next holiday destination. Earth. Earth is our home, and it's the only planet we know that supports life thanks to its atmosphere, which provides us with the air we need to breathe. Mars. Mars, aka the Red Planet. It has the highest volcano and the deepest canyon in the solar system. Scientists have found evidence of water in the past, so it may have the potential to support life or be colonized.
That's one small step for chefs and one giant leap for mankind. Hey, look, guys, I made it to Mars.
Hi, Malcolm. Could you make a cake for my daughter's birthday?
Wait, this isn't what you think it is.
Okay, hello, human. I am Alien. Nice to meet you.
Get out.
Okay.
Since antiquity and until the beginning of the 20th century, scientists and philosophers have debated about Martian life. Martian life became truly possible in the mid-17th century when scientists observed polar caps, meaning water, which potentially means life. At the end of the 19th century, people witnessed canals on Mars, built by an alien civilization. Well, no, this was just an optical illusion due to bad telescopes. And today? Well, today scientists think Mars could have been inhabited by life forms. But life forms doesn't mean beings like human. It also means bacterias. If life is so unpredictable, then life forms could be of any shape, any colors, and of any kind. Even if you can find any information on the internet, UFO, blah, 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 today, there is still no proof of an extraterrestrial life that may have visited us. Before 2030, scientists and engineers plan to send men to Mars and visit the planet. What if we are the aliens of another civilization?
And boom, your mind has been blown. But for real, do you believe in aliens? Leave your thoughts in the comment section on extraterrestrials below.
Let's continue with the gas planets. Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. It's a gas giant composed mostly of hydrogen and helium. Jupiter has a huge storm called the Great Red Spot, which is a swirling storm larger than Earth. Saturn. Saturn is famous for its magnificent rings made up of ice and rocks. It's the second largest planet. Its rings are made up of countless small particles orbiting around the planet. Uranus. Uranus is a cold giant, mainly composed of water and gas under solid ice form. Giving it to the planet is its blue color. Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet from the sun. Neptune has strong winds and storms, including the fastest winds in the entire solar system. It's always hard to remember the order of the planets, but here is a little sentence that can help you. My very excellent mother just served us noodles. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Noodles Planet. I mean, Neptune. Easy, you see?
Okay, we're heading back to Earth now. Our mission is complete. Oh, wait a minute.
Houston, we have a problem.
It looks like we're going through a meteor field right now. Gotta keep it steady. This recipe's not complete yet.
For the last step of my space recipe, we're gonna make space rock. For this, we'll need chocolate, a siphon, and a frozen container. Put your container in the freezer. Then cut out 2 tabs of dark chocolate and melt it gently. Pour your melted chocolate in a siphon, pop 1 cap of gas, a second, and shake it for 1 minute minimum. Take your container out of the freezer, spray your chocolate inside, then pop out the air out of the container. And put it back in the freezer for a few hours.
2 hours later.
All right, we're back from the freezer with our lava rock here. And we're gonna pop the top off. And now we're just going to roughly cut some chunks out of there so they look like natural moon rock. Look at that. That's so cool. It's light and airy.
if you want to watch a great meteor shower that happens mostly in August. This is called the Perseid Meteor Shower, and you can watch it from anywhere in the northern hemisphere of the globe. Maybe you'll see me up there!
And finally, our sun to complete the solar system. And last but not least, our beloved Neil Armstrong.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The first man to set foot on the cake. And 3, 2, 1, lift off! Okay, here, our space travel has ended, but look, we've made a fun solar system, some fun little rockets, and some chocolate meteors. Join us next time for another Chef Club mission to the kitchen and beyond!
Da, 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 da.